Go. Hello, Daniel.
Hello, 2-1, Mr. Ryan Gary Letourneau.
Oh, and hello to you, Mr. Munch Fumble.
Yeah, 11.84% clear rate. That's what we like to see on the first level of the day.
It's a nice little warm-up. Make your way home, through a couple challenges, then slide back home.
Let's do it. All right, so we'll do this one, be our first speed run. We'll go 3, 2, 1, then click the button.
Why don't you go ahead?
All right, 3, 2, 1, click. All right.
I think it takes a special kind of mind to make a level that's not that difficult, but is still satisfying. Because you feel like if you make it too easy, it's not fun, right?
100%. But this is my kind of level. Just
except for the 2D, 3D, 3.
Yeah, like I wouldn't downvote or boo, but mechanics, aren't they very different in 3D World?
I honestly do not know.
Yeah, you just play forehead.
You said it, brother.
Yeah.
I'm more like, how did somebody beat this level in 48 seconds? It seems that's too fast. How did they do it? Or am I about to do it right now? I don't know. Oh, that's the halfway point.
Get up there. Okay, I see what they're putting down now. I could catch you on this one. I think I could catch you on this one, kid.
I caught myself in a greed trap. I thought it was the way, but it was greed.
Oh, the 30?
Oh, I think it was a 50.
Oh. Down there too. You got the key?
On the second part, I did not get the key.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't even know where I'm going, to be honest. Probably back, I guess.
It's all right. I need a win here to keep this thing close.
Ooh. I've gotten used to 2D, 3D, 3. Honestly, I don't dislike it. There's a couple of mechanics like wall jumping. Obviously, you got to learn it. Cars are just an auto skip, built-in auto skip.
No. Yeah, cars are auto skip, but don't you the small version of your character, doesn't it look not proper to you? Like,
what do you mean?
Like, it's not, you know how like if you resize something in Photoshop, you take it by the corner? Yeah. Like the aspect ratio is not right.
He does look a little like, I mean, his head is really big. There's no doubt about that. My man has a large head and a huge nose.
But like, even like, it's not the same proportions, you know? It's like they didn't hold control in Adobe Photoshop. They just
they didn't scale it properly. I mean, I understand where you're coming from here. I think maybe not.
You went up the green pipe. I think we're really close, by the way.
I died by being dumb. I totally understand how you can beat this level in 40 seconds now.
Is there a shortcut?
I'm pretty sure at the final section. Have you gotten both checkpoints?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure at the final section, you can just pick the right area and fall straight down. Save yourself a lot of heartache.
I feel like they're trying to the coins are trying to guide you.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with you on that. It's a fine level. I'm dying due to impatience. I will say though, this is it sounds crazy, but like the problem I sometimes have with easier levels is I feel like I don't focus as hard on them because I'm like, no matter what I do, it's gonna be good enough. Whereas on like super hard, like an Austin level, you're like, I have to be 100% dialed at all times.
Mr. Ryan Gary,
you beat the level.
We have a tie ball game.
Oh, I'm hoping this is the end of the
yeah.
You got me. You probably got me by like 15 seconds.
Game that to me is the quintessential starter right there. That's a good starter.
Warm up level. Yeah. No complaints.
All right, what do we got? We got Shipwreck next.
Let's do. Let's take a look at Shipwreck's level here.
AQN.
You know what's, dude? Like, it's ridiculous, right? Because we both have like an audience and fans, people who say very nice things to us frequently. But there's nothing like the dopamine hit when Nintendo tells you someone played and liked your level. There's just something about it. You're like, especially if it's like a non-English name, like it made it out into the wild and somebody liked it. I'm like, oh.
So I don't know the answer to this, but does that happen real time or close to real time? Or
I think it's like when you go back to the courses menu, it'll pop up people that have played it since the last time you were there.
That's cool. Yeah, that was happening last night when I was designing Yeet 24 Yeet Street.
It feels good.
Yeah, yeah. This looks like a play to me. It's like a 14%.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, go ahead.
Well, it's Super Mario World too, so
Ooh.
built in like plus 10% likelihood to play.
One of the things that's been fun, you know, putting Mario Maker content on YouTube is, and you'll get a giggle from it because it's probably not mind-bending to you, but I like going through the process of trying to figure out the flags.
What do you mean by that?
Like, so I'll still like this one. This guy's name is Larry Chest or whatever.
Oh, dude, yeah. No, I do the same thing.
And then
where I'm like, where's this guy from?
Yeah. And then but I'd imagine your completion rate or your accuracy rate's probably a little bit higher than mine on that.
I'm aware of flags for the most part, I would say.
And I gotta give a special shout out. I got a very wholesome comment that I appreciate, maybe more so now, that someone's like, hey, I was watching this and then we didn't know the flag. So me and my, I think he said 9-year-old son, we looked up the flag after. I'm like, hey, you know, entertainment and a little education for you.
What country was the flag? Do you remember?
Colombia.
Blue, red, yellow.
Oh.
Ooh. But blue, red, yellow horizontal, because if it was vertical, that's Romania, brother.
Are there... Well, I would imagine you probably got it pretty dialed in. Have you been stumped? It's
flag logic goes?
Have you been stumped at all?
Oh, I mean, there's some... I get some of them confused from time to time. Usually I have an idea of what it is. Honestly, like... African flags, I have very low knowledge of. Like, I could probably get like South Africa for sure, Libya.
Is that a red, a green, and a black? South Africa?
Yeah, but like a lot of them use the same kind of color scheme.
Got it.
I beat the level, by the way.
Wow.
It's a good level. No complaints.
I think when we're in the double digit, where does that put you in normal? Double digit clear rate.
Yeah, it's probably normal.
Okay.
I usually find like, I don't know, double digit to me feels like you should really clear it first try.
So this one, but did you first try this one?
No, I think I probably died twice.
Okay.
But you know what I mean? Like single digits, like an Austin level with like a 1%, I'm like, okay, I get it. I'm gonna fail this one probably, I don't know, 30 times. Like, that's without being braggadocious, I've realized I'm actually a better than average Mario player for sure. And it's hard for me to say that as a YouTuber because all my mistakes are on camera. But it's the honest to goodness truth. Like, some people, you know, there's obviously people who are way, way, way better. They blow out the curve for everybody else. Your Grand Pooh Bears and your et ceteras, Bananasaurus Rex. But like, I realized when I made my level, people were like, NL sucks in Mario Maker. Made my level, and people were horrible at it. I was like, nah, I'm on the level.
So I beat it, and while I didn't want to cut you off, I loaded up the next one, and it's 0.71%, and the description is Spin Jump City.
Hate to say it.
Skip.
That's a skip.
Okay. Sorry,
again, might be a totally beautiful level. You just can't do it. Can't do it.
We learned that lesson. We'll call it the Wolfie Protocol.
Yeah, I don't know why I keep saying over and over. You got the good name. You already got the best name.
All right.
I just had to set the world record.
All right. So next one, I hope it's not an auto scroller, but it's called Shooting Hoops. I'm okay with that. It says you got to get the Koopas in the holes, easy peasy. It's got a 1.61.
Okay, I mean, I guess we'll give it a shot.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the one we even have in the Discord.
Yeah. All right.
I don't trust somebody with a troll face like that.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's do
3,
it.
2, 1, click. So when I see the level like this, I think auto scroller. I don't know why, but hopefully it's not.
You just gotta shoot hoops, dude.
Shoot hoops. Easy peasy.
Definitely not an auto scroller.
Okay, good. Shoot hoops. Ooh,
It's
this
got
look
a little Dr. Cooper.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought of. Okay.
Okay.
Also, Dr. Cooper, the name of a character in Nurse Jackie. I'm watching that with my wife a little bit.
Oh, really? The Showtime original?
Yeah, with Edie Falco.
Yeah, I heard that show was pretty good.
It's really good. The best part about it, the episodes are like 24 minutes long.
So you can watch a bunch of them.
Yeah, or you can get in and get out, you know?
Okay, I immediately see the problem with this level for our perspective. There is a mission critical jump that seems nearly impossible. Have you opened the second? Have you fallen through Switch Heck yet?
No, I just got to the clouds on the second ship.
Well, get ready, brother. I'm pretty sure there's a section where you need to send a turtle shell and then bounce on it as it falls and you fall to your death.
No, thank you.
Which might, if it works, it works, but it seems very, very tough. Well, again, it's fine.
Oh, you're saying when you go down the switch and then there's the bottom right pointing arrow, and you have to land that. Did you land that jump?
Oh, absolutely.
You did?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I guess you just hold right, but forehead.
All right, I'll give that one. So there's an even more difficult part coming up, is what you're saying?
I think it's possible.
Okay.
Makes perfect sense.
Hold and jump. So you sprint and jump off that one? Yeah.
I sort of don't. I don't know. Maybe that's the end of the level, and I'm close, but I sort of don't get it. I think maybe you just got to take a turtle shell with you. Shooting hoops.
I didn't notice. Where is this creator from? Did you notice?
England.
England.
They're Great Britain. It's the British flag.
Forehead.
Oh,
Okay.
I can't take a turtle shell with me, so what do you want from me here?
All right, let's go. All right, any plans? What's your general level plan perspective from a creation standpoint? Are you?
1 second, I'm in
silent mode. Okay.
Okay. You know, when the mood strikes me, anytime I got a couple of hours, I feel like maybe booting up Mario Maker 2 and being like, hey, let's see what's going on here. But I've only made those two. I was thinking about it last night, but I was like, I don't have any ideas right now.
You don't just want to make a level to make a level.
Yeah, I mean, I do think like it's honestly like a little bit like programming. You know, it kind of is like the same thing I was talking about earlier, where like perfect is the enemy of good. Like, just because you don't have an amazing idea doesn't mean you can't make an amazing level from that. You know, sometimes you just gotta get started, the creative juices get flowing a little bit, and then you're off to the races. But I just didn't have any inspiration last night.
Basically, you're saying you just got to show up.
Yeah, kind of, you know. This level appears to have a soft lock, which sucks. Because, I mean, I guess it's not a soft lock because I think I can just jump into the spike and restart at the checkpoint instead of having to do the whole level over again, but it's a little annoying. Creative, though, like...
All right, so I just cleared the Winnie Cooper jump, the one where you hold right, but we're just getting started, right? That's what you're saying?
Oh, yeah. The next section is not that hard. I mean, I'll give you the keys. In the next section, go fast, forehead. You need the turtle shell to stay on screen because you're going to be using it.
How do you...
Dude, I feel like I'm getting Dr. Coopered here.
I mean, it is your level.
It is my level.
Okay, I see. Oh, you gotta dunk it.
Oh, that's the ticket. Okay. Okay.
Oh, saved.
What do you think, chat? You think you toss this into the pit? I mean, you gotta toss it into the pit. It's the only explanation.
Is there a checkpoint?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Thank God.
Okay. I just got the checkpoint. How far? You're pretty much further ahead than that?
I mean, I'm further ahead than the checkpoint.
Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So how's F1 going?
It's fun. Viewership is like really bad, which is kind of as expected.
But you enjoy it?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it comes down to.
Is
It's a fun time. I like playing it with Mouth too. I feel bad that you know, because of lag, we've had like 2 races in a row where I finished first and he finished 20th. But like we did one race where we were like 1 and 2 for the whole thing, and I was like, this is sweet.
And
That was the dream.
are you guys on the same, like, what do they call it, ball club?
Yeah, we're on the same team.
Okay. And so, like, for you, what's part of the draws because you have the Hodas, right? Or did you buy?
Yeah, I mean, the wheel just makes it a better system.
Do you have pedals or just a Hodas?
Yeah, I got the pedals too.
Oh.
No shifter because I don't know how to drive manual to begin with, but.
And then
I mean, it comes with the pedals, dude. The wheel is really good. It's good enough that it's inspired me to like pick up other stuff just to play with the wheel.
I noticed you're playing what, Euro Truck Sim?
Yeah, playing American Truck Sim, and then like there's this game called Mud Runner. You driving big trucks, get stuck in the mud.
There's some force feedback on that, right?
Oh yeah. It varies. Like if you crank it up, it's honestly too much. Like it shakes my whole desk. It feels like you're in an earthquake.
So for you, the draw for F1, is it because it started with the Netflix thing, or were you always an F1 guy?
No, never an F1 guy. But yeah, the Netflix show, I was like, I don't know, it's a unique sport. I guess it's not that unique if you follow other motorsport, but what's interesting, I guess, is the idea that, like, I've always liked like racing games for sure, but motorsport in North America is pretty much exclusively associated with NASCAR, which, if you know the culture of NASCAR, is not really the same sort of like, I don't fit in, I guess is maybe what I'm trying to say. Not that like I look down upon it, but rather like I'm not the kind of guy that you would think would be a NASCAR fan. But you know, F1 has that air of like, you know, oh, it's first off, they're like engineering marvels. You know, it's got a little bit of like European sophistication to it as well. You know, they travel all around the world doing the races. Every race is in a different location. And I like the idea, to be honest, of like an asymmetrical sport where, you know, some teams have disadvantages, and if they come in 5th, they're like, that's the best thing we ever could have hoped for in our entire lives.
So is the fan base for F1, is it rather large, but just not in the NA?
Yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, I was F1 maybe is like is possibly in like the top 20 sports worldwide by popularity.
Okay, but it's not like soccer or something like that.
No.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Okay. And then the paydays must be pretty big then.
The people who, like the F1 drivers, make certainly tens of millions each, easily. If they're a top driver. Some of them make like multiple tens of millions.
Hey, I think I got soft locked. If I go start over, does it take me to the checkpoint or the beginning?
It'll take you to the beginning.
Yikes.
So can you jump up and jump into one of the spikes maybe?
No, I'm legit. Like, so I'm trapped.
The switch locked you down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a...
Uh-oh.
I've never given a boo out, but the level's pretty good. But that makes it hard because you got to do everything over again.
I can die here, but yeah, it's one of those things. You know, creativity is all well and good, but you know, it has to be reasonably beatable too. Like I got the same thing going on where like I had to use a spring to do something, and then now the spring is gone, and I haven't accomplished the thing.
Well,
it's not a bad level. In fact, never mind. I'm dumb. You can still definitely do it.
Okay.
You know what? I apologize to
the creator.
Level design. Yeah, that's my bad. But it's still not over, which is also crazy to me.
Hey, have you run the 909 Cypher 2 level? It's called
from the
very first day of the show, or since this came out, it's called Simple Switches.
It's like the most popular level.
Is it?
I don't know. What's the context for it? Like, where did you find it?
Just on the front page on day one.
Popular courses, or
I think so. Yeah, it's like it's 8-bit. It's like literally all you do is hold right and then time your jumps.
I think I probably have done it.
Okay.
I did a lot of those levels.
Okay. I mean, this is like the Cadillac F1 of those.
I mean, I do like the hold right levels, but I don't know. What's weird about Mario Maker is like sometimes those levels, they look hard, but are actually really easy. Like all you got to do is trust that the designer wouldn't actually make a level that's like impossible, and then, you know, jump at max range, forehead, and you're good to go.
Do you think you're close to beating this one?
It's tough, dude. Like I definitely, like, I can reliably get past this part right here, which, I mean, you got to put a spring in a specific spot, and then you got to throw a shell into a 1-tile wide Dr. Cooper, hit the switch, don't bounce too high or you're screwed, and then you go down to another puzzle after that. So like it's not easy, but I think there's a chance I might beat it. And we're only 21 minutes in. I get you're stuck in purgatory, but
no, I'm good. I'm good. Ah.
I did, like, this level is very creative for sure.
Yeah,
I think this level is better designed than it is fun to play, but that's okay. But I definitely, one of the things that's annoyed me about Mario Maker levels is the conflation of difficulty with like design. I think a lot of people are like, if the level's easy, it sucks, and if the level's hard, then it's good. Austin is the exact opposite of that, and people don't seem to get. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills, but like, Austin sets up his levels inside. Like, he has some levels that have like a double-digit clear rate, and they're still fun levels to play. You know, it's not that hard to make a level that's like impossible.
I'm with you on that, but to make a level hard, challenging, and still fun, that's the
like
chat.
Wolf 1-1 is like maybe the best level I played in this game.
Which one's that? I can't remember.
It's like sliding on ice, and then there's like, it's just like, it's got a good flow to it. It's not too hard. Requires you to trust the designer a little bit, that they wouldn't make the jumps impossible, which is like, I mean, if they did that, they wouldn't be able to upload it. So.
And then, well, I got back. I'm out of purgatory now. And then, what did you think of Cannonball Chaos?
I think 1.5 Cannonball Chaos is also very good,
but not the best.
I mean, I think I don't know. It might be my second favorite. It's up there for sure. Season Saws I like, but I love the Thwomp section. But I think that the platform jumps are a little bit too hard for me. 1.7. I mean, you'll see it for yourself. The Thwomp section of the start is pretty fair. The Thwomp section at the end is pretty fair. The part in the middle is a little much for me, I guess.
Mankus. So what's your history with Mario? What was the first Mario that you played as a kid?
Definitely 16-bit Super Mario World.
And then when did you ever go back?
Yeah, I played, I mean, so for Super Nintendo, there was this game called Super Mario All-Stars.
Yeah.
Which was, it was just a collection of all the 8-bit Marios.
Reskinned, right? Were they reskinned?
Yeah, I think they like 16-bitted the 8. I mean, they still had the same style. It was kind of like this, where it was still 8-bit, but I don't know, they might have improved the texture or the sprite quality or something. But that was like the first introduction to like the 8-bit Marios. Then they started releasing them on Game Boy Advance.
Mm-hmm.
So I played a lot of Super Mario Brothers 3 sitting on the toilet. in high school, and then in college, like played so much Lost Levels. That's probably my favorite Mario game.
Did you ever go back and beat the original?
I've never beaten Super Mario Brothers 1, I think.
Okay.
But Lost Levels is way harder.
Really?
Lost Levels is really tough. It does it, like, I think it's the game that introduced the poison mushroom, so if you pick it up, you get trolled. And it also has I believe there's you know how like in 1-2 in Super Mario 1?
Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers, you get you go on the top of the screen, you get the warp teleporter.
Yeah.
The warp pipe. In Lost Levels, if you do that, it warps you backwards. I think at least, if I remember correctly, it hits you with like a nice try. Or you can only move like 1 level forwards, but if you take a warp pipe on like World 5, you move like 4 levels forward. 4 worlds, I should say. This is getting a little too much, to be honest.
I got through. Well, there's no checkpoint. I got to trampoline part.
Okay.
Are you much further beyond that?
No, that's pretty much where I'm at.
Okay. It would be nice. Well, I'm always a fan of like a checkpoint after a rewarding section. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I to be honest, based on what I've seen from this point onwards, I don't know if that would be difficult enough. Like that little platforming part, I don't know if that's difficult enough to warrant a checkpoint. Unfortunately,
the elevator part,
like in Mario Maker 2, you can only make 2 checkpoints. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
So that's why, like, sometimes I get mad at Austin, and I'm like, you know, hey buddy, what gives? And he's like, you can only make 2 checkpoints. So what am I supposed to do? Valid. Oh, I hate it. I'm close to hitting Wolf Protocol on this one.
I could sense that in your voice.
That seems fair. You can read it on my face as well if you're watching the egg cam right now. I don't know, like, again, it's tough. Like, this is why I stopped booing levels in Mario Maker as well. Making a level and having people be like, this sucks, when actually I'm like, wrong, it owns. I was like, I get it now, you know? Different things in Mario are boo-worthy for different people. So I think this is like definitely not a boo. It's really clever. But it's also not really what I want for my Mario Maker experience.
When you get the key, where do you go next? Because now I'm like not soft lock, but there's no way to get out.
Once you get the key,
yeah,
pick up a turtle shell, run and jump off the platform and throw it into the switch, and then fall down through the switches.
Wow.
Forehead.
Yeah.
Please tell me I didn't just do the exact same thing. Yeah, you need to put a spring there, don't you? Again, I'm kind of like I'm a little lost even now.
Oh, I see what. It's crazy to me. Like, yeah, I'm with you on this one, but
you have to be careful, I think, with the making a really, really clever Mario level, because sometimes the cleverness means it's actually impossible if you screw it up even just slightly. Like here, I'm pretty sure I have to. Maybe I take a spring with me, and there's a hidden switch up there. I spring jump myself with the shell, maybe throw it into the hole, hit the switch, bounce through here. At which point there might be another whole third of the level left. It's a little much, but I could be wrong. You know, maybe if you're the designer, you're like, oh, you just throw it. Like the Koopa, dude, you vindicated me. On Dr. Cooper 1, so many people were like, including Bear, for the record, were like, that jump to the checkpoint is unfair. Like, it's actually a troll. I never thought of it as a troll at all. I watched your video. Mr. Dan Giesling does it first try.
You just need a little momentum.
Thank you. Yeah, it's
just a little momentum. That's all you need.
I was like, he's saved me. Mentally, he saved me from thinking I accidentally made a troll level.
Well, there was like some pretty strong feedback against that. Like,
well, I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily say it was like over the top.
I am, so to me, if I'm spending I love Mario. If I'm spending my time figuring it out and not executing, like there's that proportion's got to be very well dialed in. You know what I mean?
Oh, like 1,000,000,000%? Absolutely.
So I think both. I mean, have you figured out the mystery yet?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm like one attempt away from hitting skip, I think.
All right, this is my last one.
I also think sometimes viewers conflate like frustration with salt. Like I'm not salty at the level. I'm just sort of like confused. Like I get down there with the shells and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm not salty. I'm just kind of like. I think Mario Maker has done a really good job for me of contextualizing that if I'm suffering on camera, it's good content. People are like, you know, hey, you should only play games that like you find fun. Sometimes dying in Mario Maker sucks really bad, but as long as you're dying in a way that's fun for the audience, it's a great time. You know, like we talked about with Mathis.
Yeah.
I don't really care about the fun that I'm having with the game. The worst thing is if you're creating boring content for the audience, it feels like horrible.
If the Resident Sleeper starts stacking up.
Sleeper protocol, exactly. So like, this is more where I'm like, you know, if I was just failing a jump that was definitely doable over and over, I'm happy. But if I'm, you know, trying to solve the riddle of the Sphinx, where do I need to position the spring to get it right? You know, not all levels need to be made for YouTube. It's not like a knock.
I actually thought you were going to go a different direction. I thought you were going to say Mario Maker has allowed you to appreciate game developers more.
I already appreciate game developers.
Do you though?
I do. And in fact, if anything, you're probably right. It probably has made me appreciate developers more because a lot of the Mario Maker levels you play from randoms are kind of not that good, in my opinion.
All right, Ryan, let's figure... How many brains do we need to figure this out?
I don't know. We need the designer. I'm starting to think that this strat is definitely not right. I mean, like, what do you use? You're at the musical block section?
You did the single musical block, right?
Yeah, what do you do with that? Do you put the spring on the musical block?
No.
You sure?
No, I don't know. Did you... Oh, my thought was to put the spring where the blue off button is in the top right corner. But I don't know how you... You know what I'm saying?
It's not even on screen for me. So, like, is that the one you're talking about?
So I'm talking about... Just that. So you're at the part with the light blue tube, right?
Yeah, there's a single musical block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my thought was it's not on your screen, but it's the way you come down. There's a light blue off button. So what I think you do, this is just my first guess, you put the trampoline underneath there, you bring a shell with you, you yeet the shell at the trampoline, it will go straight up into the air and then hit the button. It'll hit the button for you. That's my guess.
Okay. I'll be down there in a moment.
Okay.
And I will attempt. Because I mean, I really would like to, you know,
we're invested at this point.
At least know, yeah, because I already solved some cool stuff to get to this section. We already solved some cool stuff to get to this, but I mean, kind of hitting the time crunch as well.
I got one. I just want to try the execution of it. If it fails, then I think I've contributed what I can to this level.
No, yeah, I feel you. Difficulty is a delicate thing.
Donkey. Yo, do you see speaking of difficulty, you see the new base core sets coming out for a Magic?
Not at all.
You're out of the Magic loop right now.
100% out of Magic. It's just you know, is one of those things to play Magic for me.
Got to be in.
Well, yeah, it requires taking something out of your life, if that makes sense.
Yep.
It's the kind of hobby that takes a little extra attention. So okay.
The trampoline. Don't do it. The trampoline disappears. I executed it. and the trampoline was not there.
Okay, dude, I think I've actually got it.
Okay, hit me with it. What do you think it is?
It's insane. Put the spring on the trampoline.
Put the spring on the trampoline.
On the musical block, sorry.
And then what?
Then yeet a shell, add it on its way up.
Please tell me he's done it.
I don't know. Maybe you gotta start from the pipe. You know what? No. Trampoline.
Yeah.
Put the spring on the trampoline. Put yourself on it. Holding a shell.
Wait. I didn't see it until now. There's a key in the upper left-hand corner.
Yes.
I didn't see that.
Well, I'm here to tell you, I don't know if it will necessarily make the execution any easier. To know that it's there.
But we know what to do now. Or have you already done that?
You need the key, but what do you mean you know what to do?
There's got to be an off button behind there or something. There has to be. So
but how do you get a shell in there?
You just stuff it in there. That's the best. It's just like everything else. That's a basketball hoop.
How are you gonna? Yeah, but how are you gonna put it in there?
You put the spring on the music box.
Thank you. Yes.
Oh, okay. I was missing a piece of critical information. I never knew there was a key up there.
I've been trying to solve the, plutonium issue here the whole time.
Wait, so you've been trying to put a shell in there, or you haven't even got to that point yet?
I mean, mere moments ago, I posited the exact same solution.
Got it.
Great minds think alike. It's not. I mean, dude, you gotta dunk it. This is a Rodman moment.
Yo, do you see the guy who's named Tacko Falls in the NBA? He's 7'6". He can dunk standing up. I'll send you some clips of it. It's really good.
Is that even is that fair?
I mean, well, so like,
how do you defend that? You gotta break his leg, right?
Well, back in the day, there was another really tall player named Manute Bol, but
I saw him on Celebrity Boxing.
Yeah, but he was,
Butterbean.
He did.
Either Butterbean or some other large man.
So he has a son now too that just got drafted named Bol. But anyways, he was kind of thin. The thing with this guy Tacko, he's thick. So now you got like a super tall dude that can just yeet on people, which he didn't get drafted that high, which I'm surprised. I think he's gonna be a force.
Biological advantage.
Yeah.
I beat the level, by the way.
You did?
As the second clear and the fastest time at 21 minutes.
Wow.
You dunk the shell and then don't get killed by the Koopas on your way across.
Okay. Well, I feel good about the level now. I never really paid it. The donut of it. Yeah. What?
Lil Nas X is headlining the TwitchCon San Diego party.
What?
We gotta go, dude.
Are you going?
If I get an offer.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
And maybe if I don't, but I don't know yet.
All right. Well,
anyway.
I know I can beat this, but I'm not going to for sake of the audience. So what you at 3-1?
I appreciate that. That's a Wolf Protocol situation.
Yeah. A 3-2, 4-2. Where are we at right now? Just for next time. Well,
thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Good levels. Appreciate offering them up in the thread as well. And hopefully we'll see you next week, Dan. Maybe with Mathis as well.
Sounds good.
See you then.
Later.
Are you enjoying Super Mario Maker 2 and want to see more of it? Then head over to twitch.tv/DanGiesing, where we play the game Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a ton of fun with the game and a really nice community, so come and hang out with us. Again, that's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at twitch.tv/DanGiesing.